Does managing your cloud environment feel like trying to assemble furniture in the dark? You know the pieces are there, but you aren't always sure how they fit together until you see the final bill. Welcome to the ultimate guide to mastering Microsoft Fabric costs, your light switch for the cloud. In this course, we strip away the complexity. We'll identify the human drivers behind your spend, master the fuel that powers your data engine, and show you how to use financial guardrails like throttling and queuing to protect your budget. From uncovering hidden cost layers to using strategic optimization tools like the SKU estimator, we are stopping the guesswork and starting the savings. It's time to scale your data operations without scaling your stress levels. Let's get started. Managing a cloud environment can often feel like trying to assemble furniture in the dark. You know the pieces are there, but you aren't always sure how they fit together until you see the final bill. In the world of Microsoft Fabric, mastering and optimizing your platform costs is the light switch that turns a cloud puzzle into a clear, scalable operation. This life-changing IT architecture guide, presented by our Caterpillar guide, breaks down the economics so you can scale your data without scaling your stress. It starts by identifying who is driving the cost. The consumer is the everyday user simply viewing reports. Their activity determines the baseline workload. The builder is the power user, the developer whose code determines how many resources are pulled from the compute cookie jar. Finally, the designer acts as the bridge, choosing the right capacity size to balance technical requirements with the business budget. When you understand the human element, you master the spend. Today, our Caterpillar guide is helping us decode the Microsoft Fabric business model. Forget about the old way of buying physical servers. In Fabric, we use universal compute power, measured in capacity units, or CUs. Think of CUs as the fuel that powers your data engine. Consumption is measured in precise 30-second intervals. For a standard F64 capacity, you have a set budget of 1,920 CUs to spend every 30 seconds. But what happens if you hit a massive hill and need more power? Fabric has two built-in safety features. Bursting acts like a temporary turbo boost, providing up to 3 times your normal power to finish a job quickly. Then there is smoothing. Think of this as an interest-free loan that spreads the cost of heavy spikes over a 24-hour period, ensuring your system stays stable and never crashes. Remember that interest-free smoothing loan we discussed earlier? If your usage stays consistently too high and that loan isn't repaid, Microsoft Fabric activates its financial guardrails, throttling. It's the platform's way of saying you're overspending and need to slow down. Throttling hits in 4 progressive phases. Phase 1 starts when you have over 10 minutes of compute debt. It's a warning period where debt accumulates, but there are no limits yet. If the debt persists beyond that 10-minute window, Phase 2 adds a 20-second delay to interactive reports. At Phase 3, triggered by over 60 minutes of debt, new interactive report queries are rejected entirely. The final red alert is Phase 4, where every single job, including background tasks, is rejected after 24 hours of unresolved debt. For Spark developers, queuing acts as a vital safety net, placing jobs in a first-in, first-out line rather than rejecting them immediately. Just keep an eye on the clock. If a job waits over 24 hours, it will expire and must be resubmitted. While compute power is the star of the show, our Caterpillar guide is here to uncover the hidden layers of the Microsoft Fabric bill. First up is OneLake Storage, which operates on a simple pay-as-you-go model per gigabyte. But here is the catch. Every time you read or write data, those transactions actually nibble away at your main capacity units. Next, we look at network traffic. Just like a physical delivery service, moving data across different Azure regions, say from France to Japan, comes with outbound data transfer fees. Finally, there is the mirroring BOGO deal. Microsoft is quite generous here. For every single capacity unit you buy, you get 1 terabyte of mirrored storage completely free. So if you're running an F64 capacity, you have a massive 64 terabyte allowance before you ever pay a standard storage rate. Where did the money go? Our Caterpillar guide is pointing the way toward the two essential fiscal apps in Microsoft Fabric. First, the Fabric Capacity Metrics app serves as your primary dashboard, using a multi-metric ribbon chart to show you exactly which reports, notebooks, or warehouses are consuming your budget. Within this app, the Overages tab lets you track your power debt and its burn-down repayment, while the Throttling tab shows you if users are being delayed or rejected due to capacity limits. For the big picture, the Chargeback Reporting app answers the ultimate question: who pays for what? It ensures that a smaller department isn't footing the bill for another team's massive data processing. By viewing resource usage by workspace or domain, administrators can easily see who is using the most resources and send internal invoices to the correct teams. With these tools, you finally turn on the light and stay in total control of your cloud spend. Our Caterpillar guide is here to show us that mastering costs isn't just about watching the bill, it's about actively reducing it through 3 strategic levers. First, consider enabling auto-scaled billing for Spark. Instead of draining your shared capacity for every task, you pay a flat rate of 0.5 CUs per hour, and you only pay while the job is actually running. It is the perfect fit for unpredictable, bursty data engineering workloads. Second, we have capacity reservations. If you know you will be using Fabric for at least a year, you can commit to a reservation in the Azure portal. Think of it like a long-term lease that provides significant discounts over standard hourly rates. Finally, stop the guesswork and use the SKU estimator. By inputting your expected user count and data volume, the tool calculates exactly which F size you need, from an F2 all the way up to an F2048. It ensures you know before you buy, helping you right-size your environment and achieve total cost reduction. Congratulations! You have successfully completed the course on mastering Microsoft Fabric costs. Our Caterpillar guide has helped you turn on the light switch, transforming a confusing cloud puzzle into a clear, scalable operation. Throughout this journey, we identified the human element, distinguishing how consumers, builders, and designers impact your platform's wallet. We mastered the business model, learning to manage capacity units as your data fuel while leveraging bursting and smoothing to maintain stability. We explored essential financial guardrails, throttling and queuing to prevent budget overruns, and uncovered hidden layers like one-lake transactions and regional networking fees. Finally, we utilized monitoring tools and strategic optimization, including reservations and SKU estimators, to ensure you can scale your data operations without scaling your stress. You are now officially a Fabric cost master.